Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I'm doing a reading for the collective, starting with some prosperity dust. I rarely say it, but anymore, but my readings are timeless. So whenever you catch this, it could be for you. So I am doing Message from Your Weirdest Self spread today. We have Mercury retrograde coming up. In fact, I was wrong. Yesterday in my weekly, I said it's coming up on Thursday. It's actually Wednesday. So even sooner. Yay for us. So let me start with some angel cards. Willingness. Angel in the kitchen, cooking, doing dishes, doing the things that are always fun to do, but are very necessary. Purification. An angel getting precipitated upon, whether that's rain, maybe the angel is in the shower. Why it would be showering with a robe, who knows? Maybe that's what angels do. But we have willingness and purification. A willingness to purify. And purification can look any number of ways. There's with purification comes kind of a moving out of what has built up. Maybe there's something toxic that's leaving your life, leaving your body. Something that you're doing, maybe you're kind of purifying your environment, cleaning up, dusting like I never do. Yeah, let's go to okay, so the first question is, what would this version of you never tolerate? I was thinking about this deck this morning. This is my Tarot of Mystical Moments. What would your weirdest self, and by the way, case you have you have a problem with the word weird, I am using it in the most awesome, best way possible. What would the weirdest version of you never tolerate? Seven of Cups in reverse. King of Pentacles. Justice. We've got earth signs here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this is Libra. I need to clarify. The Seven of Cups, I mean, right away it's making me think of like, you'd never this part of you would never tolerate allowing yourself to be in a situation where you're an option. It's like, I'm either the thing that, I don't know, say we're talking about a relationship. I'm either the one you want or I'm not. And I'm not going to like let myself be in a lineup, and hoping to get picked. It's like, if it comes to that at all, I'd just rather go somewhere else. It's a solid yes or no. There's no gray area here. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles. The Tower. Scorpio energy. And with King of Cups in reverse here, we've got water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So, yeah. it's like you were in some kind of, you were dealing with somebody here who was not emotionally stable, maybe low emotional intelligence, maybe someone who's not really connected to their compassionate side, but you kept working on it. You kept thinking, well, if I beautify the situation, if I make things look nicer, then maybe this will help this person to come around. Or, yeah, it's like there was a time, maybe this is kind of something that you've struggled with, where you're like, wanting approval, deciding on something or other, and wanting someone to accept you or love you, and you putting in the effort, but not getting it back. There's something broke down here. And it's so interesting how she's like kind of holding on, hugging it. It's like even as things were crumbling, you were still clinging to it. But through all of this, you gained some kind of clarity. You realized you may still be working through this, but you're starting to come to an understanding of, like, oh, like I said, like, I'm not an option. I want someone who shows up with clarity, who shows up with kindness, who's gonna bring the love. It can't just be all up to you. And your weirder self is like, yeah, like, that's right. Clarity is the way. Getting out of any kind of delusional thinking that by putting in your own effort, it's going to change someone else. And it never works that way. Sadly. I don't know, maybe not sadly. I mean, that's part of the growth and learning, right? So then we have this King of Pentacles upright. Tell me more about this. The Star in reverse, Aquarian energy. Hang on. Queen of Swords in reverse. King of Cups. Now we have it upright. And the female king as well. Also female king here. Yeah, see, you are coming to understand that some kind of standard you had wasn't a very good standard, wasn't very high. You may be realizing that like maybe you were willing to settle too easily. With this Star in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse, it's like you're seeing how what you thought you wanted was actually based in kind of habit and familiarity, because this is a pretty harsh energy here. This is also like someone who's not willing to be honest, who just likes to talk in circles, or yeah, and it can be very like a little harsh, I think is a good way to put it, because it's like it's very like nagging, bitter energy. And with this King of Cups, you're like, I don't know, maybe somebody kind of stepped in and is showing you the way. Maybe because I think of this as like this is a protectress. It's some, she's holding the ship, and she's got, a path through. Like she's a point of safety. She, he, they. I keep saying she because it's female, but it's the king. It doesn't matter. Gender really doesn't matter. It's like, this could also be your energy. Now, I think this is somebody else, because it's like dealing with this versus this. This is it's a very solid energy. It's grounded. And it's kind of it's a safe place. It's a haven. Someone is there kind of holding that space. And so it's like someone is emulating to you what true balance looks like because of the feminine and the masculine, the female king. It's both being action oriented and being, like intuitive and allowing and receptive. And this is putting you, or has put you, into this place of realizing your own worth because of being provided a safe space to be yourself, or to even grow. We have all these flowers here, all these daffodils. And so it's like your weirdest self has been, this King of Cups could even be your weirdest self being like, hey, I've got you. I'm helping you to see what's not for you. We don't need any harsh energy. How about we bring the kindness and the love, the compassion? Again, there's this very safe energy, and in that safety, with all this wonderful, the water waters the flowers, everything blooms. With that water, it makes me think of the purification. And so it's like you start to thrive. And you're like, oh, I see how I can be in balance. Someone is showing me the way, right? So then we have Justice. What is this? Yeah, we got the Emperor. Aries energy. Six of Cups in reverse. The Fool. Again, Aries. This Emperor, there's somebody here. Is this you? No. I think this is okay. So once again, we have a cast of characters here that have influenced you in various ways, that have been so some of they've been teachers, guides, way showers. Some of them very difficult, some of them really supportive and protective. And so here comes this Emperor, possibly somebody that you know from your past, or could, because with this Six of Cups in reverse, there's I feel like this Emperor is spending way too much time thinking about the past. Really, like, having a hard time letting go of something that could have potentially broken down here. Someone who wants to take control, they're like, but in a positive way. The Emperor's upright, bossing up. Maybe this is your boss, or someone who is at the top of their game. They're in control of themselves and their realm, but there's all this, like, just stuck on the past, not able to it's like they can't let something go, and so they want to take a leap of faith. But it's a little precarious. It's a little dangerous there. Gotta be real careful. Gotta be real discerning. I don't know. I feel like this emperor wants to take a leap of faith towards you because they cannot let the past go. And this feels like justice. There's something fair about this. Because you're kind of going through, you're rising up. And this emperor sees you. You know, it's like, it feels like, say, say you got fired from your job. Or let go or something, and this emperor is like, oh, that was the worst thing I could have done. That was my best employee. What was I thinking? Now that they're gone, things aren't getting done properly. Yeah, if things are falling through the cracks, I need to get this person back. But this person doesn't know how they will be received. But they can't let it go. They have to come back for some reason. And this is going to feel like justice because you're like finally like vindicated. Like, thank you for finally acknowledging my worth. That I was actually doing not only what I was supposed to do, but I was going above and beyond. So, your weirdest self has really been advocating for you behind the scenes. That is the part of you that is loyal, diligent, shows up in your, it's like you're very grounded. You already have this energy, but it's like as you are going through this, we'll say glow up, you are feeling more and more stable and solid within yourself and within your life. And I think because of this maybe shift in how you see yourself, it's shifting how others see you, particularly this emperor. And it's this, whoever this is, has really helped you through the difficulties. Okay, cool. So what does your weirdest self want you to do right now? What does your weirdest self want you to do right now? Let's try, okay, this deck also came to mind this morning. This is my I think it's Dream Keepers Tarot. I don't use my tarot decks as much because honestly, I just don't feel as confident with my tarot abilities. I'd much rather read words. That makes it so much easier because I'm an intuitive reader, so I can just like flow with the words. But when I'm having to think about like, what does this mean? It's like, I feel like it slows me down. Whatever, it's fine. What does your weirdest self want you to do right now? 4 of Wands. Ooh. Move forward. Or open up to someone who's moving forward. Chest open. Heart forward. The Sun. Do. That's Leo energy. Hang on. Death in reverse. Scorpio energy again. Lean in. Lean in because whoever's coming toward you, I don't know, it's like there's a lot of happiness that comes with some kind of offer here. Somebody's taking some kind of risk, and this part of yourself is like, don't let this go. Don't let this end. We are so happy together. Look, in this, I need glasses for this. Okay, so check it out. This Four of Wands. We have this one that is moving forward, like I said, like chest first, heart forward. And this one that is leaning back is like, what's happening here? I don't trust this. I don't know. But in the Sun card, okay, first of all, she looks like she's in a wedding dress. Four of Wands often can speak to like marriage. And she's in this kind of lover's embrace almost with the idea of a person. It's like they're not fully formed yet. It's like getting used to the idea of someone actually being there. Who's got your back? Who's gonna provide a safe space for you to continue to blossom, to continue to grow, to continue to like lean into your abundance, right? And your stability. Yeah, there's a recognition of someone who is, I mean, it does feel a little romantic. I do have to say that, but it's like, yeah, don't let this go. Don't let it die. Don't let it end. That's what your weirdest self wants. Okay, so what is your weirdest self proud of you for already? Forest Spirits. Forest Spirits Oracle. What is it proud of you for already? Butterfly Spirit. Transform. And really, like, you've already been in this transformative energy. It was like through the difficulties, the transformation was already happening. You might have not recognized the transformation initially, but here, welcome change and emerge stronger, just as the butterfly emerges from the cocoon. So yeah, welcome change, welcome good things coming in, an offer that is gonna feel really good. It's gonna make you very, very happy. And this is what this part of you is proud of you for already. You have been leaning into the change. You have been really working with these difficult energies. And with the help of, with a little help from some friends, you're rising. I did say glow up. I did say it. What is it proud of you for already? Mushroom Spirit. Hidden wonder. Beauty often arises from surprising places, so find the hidden wonders in your life. Hidden wonders, beauty. There's something that is already here that you just weren't able to see before because you were really focused. Like, look, her eyes are closed. You weren't able to see clearly over here because you weren't even looking. You just wanted what you wanted, which is normal. It's very human, and it's totally okay. But I feel like that's a part of what your transformation is. You're like, oh, I see now. And it's like you're not getting down on yourself. You're like, okay, I'm going to use this as fuel to boost me in the correct direction for myself. Mouse Spirit, confidence. Even the smallest actions can have a big impact, so never underestimate your abilities. Yeah. See, you understand. You've learned about taking small actions because it's all the small things, small actions that lead to the greatest outcome. It's perseverance and persistence and diligence and yeah. And so you've really I just got tamed yourself. Learning how to be okay with a slower pace. There's no need to try to make anything happen sooner than it is supposed to happen. And when I say supposed to, I mean like if it happens, then it was supposed to happen. If it's not happening, it's not supposed to happen. It's that simple. And so, your weirdest self is like, awesome, good job, taking those actions, moving toward the beauty, the wonder of the world around you, seeing things like through a child's eyes. My mom, this makes me think of my mom. She got cataract surgery, and afterwards she was like, I see colors again. And she even had to get rid of clothing that she realized was the wrong color. She didn't know. She's like, oh, that looks terrible. I didn't know that was, I thought it was red. It's pink. Ugh. Anyway, and so it's like being able to see in a way you had lost the ability to see something for what it truly was. Things in general. And so this part of yourself is like, yeah, you have done the work to be able to see clearly. Way to go, self, right? So, what is your weirdest self's strange but useful advice? I am really being called to my Radical Abundance deck. What is it? Strange but useful advice. Gratitude. I don't know that that's so strange. That's kind of obvious. And of course I gotta pull a gratitude card. Enough is as good as a feast. Proverb. Enough is as good as a feast. It's really, I think this is a part of the purification again. And even the willingness to get things done. It's like realizing that maybe there was something in you that was always grasping for more because you never felt like you had enough. And especially when you're dealing with this kind of energy, you end up you end up feeling like whatever you put in, it's never enough. And especially with this one. This one is like so critical and is like nothing you do is good enough. And over here it's like you try to invest emotionally and it's like, I don't know. It's like a bottomless well, or it's like it's like you were putting your self-worth into others' hands. You were looking for acceptance and approval outside of yourself. And so now you're really focusing on what does enough look like. You're purifying, you're clearing out the toxic energies from your life, and really focusing on growing something new. We've got the sunflowers there, and these two little fur babies, right? And it's like whoever wasn't able to show up for you in any kind of like emotional way that you needed, you have had someone who has done that. in a really significant way, but it has also put you in a place of understanding that you can do that for others as well. God, my stomach is so active. I'm a little hungry. All right. Strange but useful advice. Nurturing. Ah, see? Yeah, there's all this like nurturing and care and love and, you know, nurturing the child inside. Learning how to give yourself what you need. Again, like instead of looking outside of yourself. You have everything you need within yourself. You have the feast. You have enough already. You are enough already. And that is the you are the feast. You are the feast. And there is an emperor who's like, I want to partake. I want to be part of that feast. Intuition. This is funny because there's a butterfly here who's peeking out from behind the tree. So again, we have this transform. But there's something about you keeping your transformation a little bit hidden, or aspects of it somehow, aspects of yourself. Maybe it's because of you're still in a place of nurturing this part of yourself that you're like, it's so little, it's just a little baby. I really just need to focus on letting this grow, really putting a lot of energy into it before I allow it to, have to, interact with the world at large. There's again, with the protective energy. And so there's something about like your intuition, that part of what's transforming is your intuition. And it's like, you don't want to release this onto the world until you feel ready, until you feel like this part of you is fully formed or something. And we have the sun up there and a giraffe. What about a giraffe? What is the significance? Oh, and we have the mushrooms. Oh, there's mushrooms growing in the background. Hidden wonder, the beauty. I don't know the spiritual significance of a giraffe, but a giraffe is tall. They can see. They have a different vantage point. There's something about your intuition that is allowing you to see above and beyond. Allowing you to see the hidden wonders, the beauty. So it's kind of like, previously you couldn't see the forest for the trees. Now you're like, oh, I see above it all. Now I can, it all makes sense. So lean into your intuition. Allow yourself the time you need to focus on yourself, those around you that need attention and love. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Let me, yeah, I need to close this out, but Moonology is really calling to me. Moonology deck. I want a little bit more about the strange but useful advice. Hold your vision. Hold your vision. Yeah, that vision of seeing the forest for the trees. Having that broader perspective. And the vision includes this nurturing energy as well. Hold your vision of becoming the protector or protectress. You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. Oh, and this is fixed moon. I don't know if I said. Um, You're very close to achieving your goal. And maybe that is a part of the transformation. That's why we only see half the butterfly, because your goal might be to eventually show up and show off all of your colors, all of your amazing awesomeness. You know, once it grows, once it's nurtured into something that's, like I said, fully formed. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Yeah. Keep on keeping on, keep persevering. Keep leaning into this energy, because it really is serving you. But it's like step out of your comfort zone. I'm thinking of this Four of Wands. It's like, you know, someone comes at you with all this like big heartfelt energy, and you're like, I'm afraid, I don't know if I trust this. And it's like your comfort zone is like, it's like a womb, or it's like a, you know, a very protective space, but you can only stay there for so long before it starts becoming stagnant. And then you need to like be like, okay, all right, I'll lean in once this part of me, I've fully nurtured it. Yeah. All right. Let me finish. What am I finishing with? I'm going to finish with some cheeky messages from Spirit. Final. Stop asking for clarity and then arguing with it. There's some advice for you. See, you've gotten the clarity. You got the clarity a long time ago. But if there's still a part of you that's kind of resisting letting go of certain characters from your past that really haven't been good for you, it's time to get real and honest. It's like you know because your intuition is telling you. Your vibe is evolving. Please remain seated and keep your hands inside the manifestation at all times. Yeah. Your vibe is evolving, and you're just growing more and more beautiful and comfortable in your own skin every day. All right, one more. Keep your standards high and your intuition tuned in. Yeah, especially when the vibes feel right, but the math ain't mathing. Yeah. It's being discerning, like I said. And learning to lean into your intuition, because that's where you're going to get the correct answers. So leaving it there. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.